welcome back. So today I am playing around with a palette that I actually saw kind of going up and down my Instagram timeline, and when I saw it I was like, what's that? It's pretty. So I went ahead, clicked on it, checked it out, and it is this Maelstrom palette from Delancey. And Delancey is a brand that I only have one palette from actually, and I haven't even tried it out yet. But when I saw this palette, I was like, oh, that is pretty. So this is what the packaging looks like. And like I said, it's called the Maelstrom palette from Delancey. And I believe a maelstrom is like a whirlpool in like a body of water or sea or ocean or something. So that is why it has this beautiful whirlpool look here on the palette. But the coloring is gorgeous. So of course when you open this palette up, it comes with the little protective covering as usual. It has a very nice size mirror in here, you guys. Very nice size mirror, and it's a good mirror too. And these are the colors that are in this palette. So as you can see, this is a gorgeous palette. And of course I was drawn to this beautiful, beautiful red glitter shade here. And I can't remember the last time I used glitter, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use me some glitter today. So this is the palette, and there are, what, 12 shades in here. And let me go ahead and just give you some information. Now you can purchase this palette on the Delancey website, but I actually purchased my palette from Amazon. I got my palette on Amazon because I've learned the hard way not to always just purchase stuff immediately from Instagram or Facebook and stuff like that, because if you do a little looking around or shopping around, sometimes you can find things a little bit cheaper in other places. So I went to Amazon because I know I've seen Delancey on Amazon, and on the Delancey website it was $23.99 for this palette, but on Amazon it was only $17.99 from Delancey on Amazon. So that kind of made me say, but yeah, so of course I have Amazon Prime, so I went ahead, snatched it up for $17.99 with my free shipping, and here we go. So on the Delancey website, it says that this palette features 12 striking eyeshadows and pressed pigments. This palette is serving 3 luxurious formulas: matte, metallic, and pressed glitter. If you want to add some subtle color into your routine, this palette is filled with deep plums, duochromes, frosty lavenders, and red glitter for a flirty approach to summer makeup, which summer is basically over. But we gonna pop this red and purple today. It has strong absorbability, powder is not easy to fall off, full color pigment, long lasting, crease and fade resistant, and there's a mirror in here. So that is their description on this palette. So I am going to just jump right in because I'm curious about this palette. I have no idea exactly what type of look I'm gonna do. This is definitely going to be a first impression on this palette, but I'm excited to do it. So I think today I'm actually gonna use my MAC ochre paint pot to set my eyelids. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my eyelids with this and some translucent powder, and I think I'm gonna use tape today, and then I'll go ahead and jump right into this look. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm not going to set it with any powder. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my MAC paint pot and just leave it a little bit tacky like it is. Okay, so I definitely didn't want to do my foundation first today with me using glitter, because glitter can get messy. So let me go ahead and just grab this palette and jump right in. You know what, you guys, I kind of want to do some swatches, just so that might help me get a feel for what I want to do with this palette. So let me go ahead and just do a few swatches first. Okay, you guys, so these are the swatches in this palette, and I still don't know what I want to do, but it looks like it's pretty nicely pigmented. So let me just go ahead, clean off my arm, and jump right in. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and start out with this shade here, Wasteland. Okay, so that's a nice, soft, warm color for the upper portion of my eyelid. Now I want to go into this shade here, and there is just a tiny bit of kick up in the pan. Not a lot, just a little. Now I want to go into this pretty shade here, which is Rice Paper. So I'm going to take Rice Paper and just place that a little bit lower in my crease area. So those two shades blended very nicely together. Now I want to move on to a bit of purple. So I'm going to go into this shade here, which is called Mystery. This really pretty purple shade. And I'm just placing that directly in my crease area. Oh, that's pretty. So that purple shadow is really, really smooth and nicely pigmented. Very pretty. So now I'm going to take my e.l.f. glitter primer, and I'm just going to use a little bit of this to kind of carve out a semi-cut crease so I can place down some of this red glitter. And now I'm just going to go in and pick up some of this glitter on my brush, and hopefully, oh yeah, it's picking up. It's picking up. And just place it on top of that glitter primer. Ooh, okay. And you guys, be very careful when you're placing glitter on your eye. As you can see, I got a little bit on my lower lid, and so I'm gonna go ahead and take a little piece of tape just to try and get that off. And as you can see, it pulls off nice and easy, but you want to be very, very careful not to get glitter in your eye. I think that's why a lot of people don't use glitter in eye looks, is because it can be a little dangerous if you're not careful. Okay, so now that I have that glitter placed on my eye, I want to go back into the purple shade Mystery, and I'm just going to tap some of that on the outer portion of that glitter. Just so that it's not such a harsh cut with the glitter. Now I want to deepen up my outer crease a bit, so I want to go into this color here, Stroke, which is a really deep dark shade. It's not quite black, but it's probably going to look black on my lid. So I'm going to go into that and just deepen my outer corner a bit. So I'm just kind of tapping, and then I'm going to drag. I don't want it to overpower the purple, but I do want it to deepen it up nicely. And if I feel like I really don't like where the glitter is migrating to, I will just take a little tape sometime and just pull it off. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and remove this tape. Okay, now since I'm using glitter today, I'm going to use my liquid eyeliner. This is my Wet n Wild Mega Liner. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my complexion, and then I will come back and finish the eyes. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and did my foundation. Now I want to go ahead and finish up my eyes. I think I want to put some of the purple on my lower lash line. So I'm going to go back into Mystery, this pretty purple shade, and I'm going to place some of that on my lower lash line before I add some black eyeliner. So now I'm going to go into this shade Rice Paper, which is the pretty red shade here, and I'm just going to place a little bit of that under that purple shade. Now I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay black eyeliner and just line my lower lash line. Now I'm going to go into this very light shimmer shade here. You can see that. This very light shimmer shade here, and it's called Era. And I'm just going to place that on my inner corner and on my brow bone. So this is the final look, you guys. This is what I came up with, this Delancey Maelstrom eyeshadow palette. I really like this palette. It's very pretty. The colors in here are gorgeous, and it's nice to have that little pop of red glitter in the eyeshadow palette. Now I know this is not a look that everyone would just rock every day, but you know your girl. Hey, I'll rock it to the Piggly Wiggly. So that is it. I did go ahead and finish off my face with some of my pure Miracle Mist hydrating spray. I really love this stuff. I got this at BeautyCon, but I really love this stuff. It really nicely hydrates. I've been using it before my makeup as well as using it for a setting spray because I love the way it smells. It has a nice citrus smell to it, but it just makes your skin feel nice and refreshed. And I'm also using my e.l.f. Blackout lipstick today. So as you can see, my lips are extremely blacked out. But that's it, you guys. Threw on some lashes, and this is the look that I came up with this eyeshadow palette and glitter from Maelstrom. So just my initial thoughts and first impression on this palette. I like it a lot. It's a very nice palette. It's nicely pigmented. The color scheme in here is amazing. Even if you don't want to use the glitter, there's still a lot of other beautiful shades in here to use. And like I said, you can get this from Amazon for $17.99, which is even cheaper than they have it on the Delancey website. So those are just my thoughts on this palette, you guys. I had a lot of fun playing around with it. So thank you so much for joining me in this video. Leave in the comments below. Let me know what you think about this palette. If you have any other Delancey palettes, how they perform, what you think about them. I'm looking forward to using this one a couple more times and just getting a feel for some of the other duochromes that they have in this palette, because they are gorgeous, as you saw in the swatches. But let your girl know what you think, okay? So I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Toodles!